हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आरएमसी के मंच पर आज हम आपको मिलवा रहे हैं गायत्री आदर्श से। मैं हूं सुनीता शर्मा। गायत्री आदर्श।
I'm Gayatri Adarsh.
कौन है ये गायत्री आदर्श? क्या हुआ था इनके साथ? क्या हुआ है इनके साथ? क्यों ये अर्श से फर्श पर आ गिरी? कैसे आ गिरी? क्या रिश्ता है इनका फिल्मी दुनिया से? गायत्री आदर्श। कौन है ये गायत्री आदर्श? क्या हुआ था इनके साथ? क्या हुआ है इनके साथ? क्यों ये अर्श से फर्श पर आ गिरी? कैसे आ गिरी? क्या रिश्ता है इनका फिल्मी दुनिया से, जो वो अब बताएंगे हमारे शो अनटोल्ड स्टोरी में, आरएमसी के मंच पर। हेलो आरएमसी, मैं हूं सुनीता शर्मा। गायत्री आदर्श जी के साथ में आज हम इनके साथ में गपशप करेंगे, इनके बारे में जानेंगे क्या है क्या नहीं है, सारी बातें। गायत्री जी, अपने बारे में बताइए।
Okay. Hi, Sunita ji.
हेलो जी। पेरेंट्स।
Yeah. So it's nice meeting you.
सेम ही है।
And I'm Gayatri Adarsh. I'm the daughter of Mr. B.K. Adarsh and late Mr. B.K. Adarsh and late Mrs. Jaimal Adarsh. Sister of Mr. Baran Adarsh and Taran Adarsh. Cousin of Mr. Komal Nata and Mrs. Saab Nata, Jodhpur, and as well as Mr. Deepak Nata, Jodhpur. My uncle was Mr. Ramraj Nata. So I have this family of the Sharmas and Nata. Well, my father's name Adarsh, his name Adarsh became a surname due to the astrological times of those years, and he made films under Adarsh Lok Productions and Adarsh Arts. We had a distribution office in South Ernakulam as well as Mount Road, Chennai, and we had an office which he, with his, I think his interest of writing scripts and doing theatre in Birla Kendra and Marine Lines in the 1950s or maybe end of 40s, that he came from Jodhpur to Bombay and met my mother there in theatre, where she came from Firozpur. So they met and they got married and they made wonderful films, black and white, 1956 se leke 1958, 61, 67, 68, name it after that, all of it. They made few films.
Few names.
So that's Harishchandra Taramati with Prithviraj Kapoor ji, then Palak with Sarika as a baby, Ramu Dada with Sheikh Mukhtar ji and Salim Khan ji. Hani Rani ji was in the movie also as a baby girl. Then we had Putli Bai. There's so many, Spy in Rome, and like several other, Sampurna Sandarshan, Gupt Gyan, Private Life, like Bhojpuri films also. So basically altogether like 20-25 films, and released, in theaters. Those days was theaters. There was, so they created a name of themselves and their niche.
So
yes, so he was passionate about writing. So he would write a lot of scripts for the theatre and the plays and all the movies that he made. He was the writer. Somewhere he was a lyricist. He was the screenplay. He's even written the very famous song Suraj Re Jalte Rehna for Harishchandra Taramati, which I think in the last elections of Mr. Modi, the memes were coming on that song,
seriously?
And many people from Gujarat, like a few old, people and fans or old people basically, they send me those memes of Modi ji, for the election, and that song of Suraj Re Jalte Rehna, that song. And they said that अरे याद आ गई है आपकी मम्मी जी की, आपके डैडी जी की, ये song इतना famous है. And see now this is roaming around everywhere with this election. So I said, it's great, it's really great. So he was so interested in writing movies, scripts to show reality stuff also, like Private Life was about marriages, then there was Gupt Gyan about science, doctors, what is a pregnancy semesters like. So a lot of some education, some religious movies also, Tirth Yatra and all of that. And that led him to understand the entire Bollywood business, and he started off with 2 pages, Trade Guide magazine in 1965. And he inaugurated that with, I think, Raj Kapoor ji, Rajkumar, Dilip Kumar. Yes. Then from there, that saga started off, the Bollywood films, box office collection, किधर कौन शूटिंग कर रहा है, कौन किधर मुहूर्त कर रहा है, कौन सा डायरेक्टर है, कौन सी पिक्चर रिलीज हो रही है, कौन सा लॉन्च हो रहा है, कौन सा कमेंस हो रहा है, कौन सा the actor is not there, which other studios are there, like वो ज़माने में the information would be in that magazine. And that magazine, he understood that everybody needs it, from North India, South, West, East, and it would go to their offices, So Friday tak, all the journalists, and he hired, the youngsters, and so many of them are in touch with me right now. They worked for my father for 40 years, and they would get, they would move around those even in the, we can say 60s, 70s and 80s. And then slowly the magazine from 2 pages became 4 pages, then 10 pages, then 20 pages, then 50 pages, and it would get distributed to the entire industry, distributors, exhibitors, theater owners, you can say actors, producers, directors, character artists, whoever was there in the industry. Full industry. I'm talking even South, I'm talking East Bengal, I'm talking West Jharkhand, I'm talking Bihar, everywhere. And everyone's office would get that, because he would give the entire details of all the theatres in that magazine, that itne theatres hain Jharkhand mein, itne theatres hain Bihar mein, itne theatres hain Punjab mein, these are the theatres, and ye movie yahan release hui, itne collections hue, all that stuff. So
that all started from your father.
And then...
And that trend is still going on.
Yeah. And because those days was not this mobile and this technology.
Obviously.
So everybody would open on, it would be, you can say, published by Friday, Saturday it will be delivered to everyone's office. And certain places it would reach by Sunday. So that Monday again, they open the pages and then they see, kya news hai industry ka. And likewise, anyone wants to put ads, for the studio, for the theater, acha, ye picture hum log release kar rahe hain, please, So all this, then he started off his own office of Trade Guide magazine. That was Grant Road in Mumbai, Lamington Road. And Trade Guide became famous, Trade Guide magazine. He also helped his own brother, Ramraj Nataji, to establish...
They were the cousins?
Yeah, real brothers. Ramraj Nata and my father.
Okay.
Yeah, real brothers. And he helped him also establish, and helped him with film formation. So film formation started off with my father giving him that nudge that even you do this. So Trade Guide and film formation are together. Then of course they grow old. The film formation also started. Likewise, the brothers were doing well. That is B.K. Adarsh and Ramraj Nata, both in Trade Guide magazine as well as film formation. Kids were growing up. I was tiny. I was little, and but it's like school and everything. Everyone's school. So basically, I think in that duration he produced some movies in 80s and 90s, and that was Daku Hasina and Zeenat Aman.
Daku Hasina was
Zeenat Aman.
उसमें we were small, and we used to play Daku.
Yeah,
I want to become a Daku. Daku Hasina.
So it's like I think that was also
there was a trend of making Chambal ki movies.
Yeah, so basically Putli Bai, which my mother acted in I think 70s, that was a hit, and that songs for the Qawwali of Putli Bai was very famous. And so basically then when Daku Hasina came into with the entire team and everything, and they're discussing about the script. So it was Ashok Roy who directed, and again he's Mr. relative of Rajiv Kaul.
Okay.
Yeah, and that family also, Mohan Kaul, his father, and his Mohan Kaul's wife. So all of them were like very deeply connected to my mother, because my mother did a lot for many families. So that's how we know each other from that childhood, And then that Daku Hasina is like Zeenat Aman, Rakesh Roshan, Kabir Bedi, Rajnikant for a special appearance. And then
But I only remember Masaman only.
Yeah. So that was inspired from that Putli Bai thing and that Daku feelings and like that kind of picture, kind of script.
Yes.
And they did that. So that 80s, then he was a little, due to his health, he was diabetic, my father.
Oh.
So due to his health, he was like, okay, go on the set, see everything. Then Baran was handling everything, the production and elder brother and looking into that. So then when Taran came out to be like, I think he was doing KC College, mass communication or something, and then he completed or what, because I don't know, I was in school, and then my father said, due to the health reasons, that okay, you handle this editorial stage of Trade Guide magazine. So he learned, and then he told the other journalists also to guide him, who were already working for my father, कि आप इनको सिखाओ और इनको बताओ कैसे ट्रायल शोज पे ले जाओ, प्रीव्यूज पे ले जाओ, all that stuff. तो ये कैसे चलता है and all that. We get the news also ना from everywhere, all that stuff. तो पूरा तो office laid out था with our accountants, with our editing department, with our journalist department, to everything. So then he learned it and he was doing that. So from the age of 17, Taran was handling Trade Guide magazine. And Baran was more into the publication. So dad taught him, the elder brother, for the publication side and everything. And at the same time, the movie production. So my father also, like, we had the distribution office at Ernakulam, Cochin, and Mount Road, Madras. So due to that, he could not travel much. So he made Baran Adarsh do that work. He placed him there, like from, you can say, after schooling. After he did his schooling and he did his, schooling college in Bhavans, Andheri, somewhere here. Yeah. And then he told him that, no, you handle that. So that's how my elder brother knows Malayali. He can understand, he can speak, his young age, he was friends with Nagarjun and Amla and everybody. So we used to see them come home for Baran and everything. So he handled the distribution offices over there. He also handled the publications once, what the movies of the South was in the 90s, basically. So my dad grew more old with health problems and issues in end of 80s, basically. And I think that was 87, my elder brother got married. And we had a kid, so my nephew is now 31, 32, I think 32, 33. Yeah, just spoke to him a few days back. He's independent. So good. Basically, yeah. So basically, this was the entire duration that they took over. My dad was very sick end of 80s, and 92 he passed away. So Adarshi passed away in 92 and October 10th. Yes. So then I think the entire जिम्मेदारी जो बोलते हैं एक बड़े बेटे के ऊपर जाता है. Baran Adarsh took over the Trade Guide publication, the distribution, the handling of all that businesses, the publication here in Mumbai. Taran writing still same, continuing the legacy basically. And then, it continued 92, only my mom and myself. So I was growing up with schooling. I was in Pune in schooling, ICSE, and I came down here in Maniji Cooper schooling co-ed, and finished with my education over here in schooling. And then I kind of that duration was very difficult. It was 1992 to 1997 was a very difficult period, even at home. Yeah, even at home. I think it was because I think, first of all, the leader of your family is not
I can
present.
Understand that.
So when the leader of the entire wolf pack is not there, so the the female wolf pack has to protect. So my mother was like a lioness, large by heart, helped so many families. Like today, they are like called as cousins, even if they're not real, real cousins. But she's done a lot. And all those people, they keep calling me and saying, we miss mummy, we pray for mummy only, we do puja for mummy only, like mummy is our mummy, not our mummy, like your mummy, like is our mummy. So I keep getting those calls, and surprisingly, I'm getting these calls since last 2 years. I don't know, maybe everyone's growing old, and then they're realizing, but maybe because it's the circle of life.
It is. Yeah.
And karma is a very big thing.
Yes, it is.
It is a very
big and a crucial role in a person's life.
Absolutely. So, I mean, I really like that they call me and they tell me, or any other family friend. Like from my mother's side, she had 4 brothers, 1 sister, and even their family, the real cousins, they talk about it. They miss, mummy. They pray for her. So it's like everybody, even the ones that she literally brought up, you can say brought up, literally adopted and brought up, gave them the life. So basically, that tenure she became alone, 92 to 97. She became very alone. I was the only one. And yes, we had a family trip. And in that, of course, Taran that time was not involved, 92, 93, I think. And then after that, that weightage of how life is going to be now, all that started off wearing off in my mom. Then also the turbulence of my elder brother's marriage. And Taran was doing his work. He had to handle massive, So basically, as the only sister, as the youngest, you know how it is, youngest children.
I can understand.
School, then, aloofness, friends, sports. So that was my main thing, like, because I'd already been a state level in Pune for schooling, for hockey and basketball. So my love for sports was more. And looking at that chulbuli kind of girl, running around everywhere. So my mom was worried about me. And she would always be concerned, ye ladki, she thinks like she's a tomboy and everything like that. Isse to kuch hone wala nahi hai, kind of. So she was more worried about me, and also adjusting to the.
At that time, now all the moms were used to worried about the girls. Especially like okay, शादी के बाद क्या होगा? Once she goes to ससुराल, वहाँ से बुराई सुनने मिलेगी and all
exactly
that.
Like why would you want to play hockey and do races with the boys, or all that, खाना पकाओ, खाना कैसे पकाओगे, शादी करना है, क्या करोगे, हॉकी स्टिक के साथ खेलोगे.
पति को बोलना कि भाई मुझे तो हॉकी खेलना आता है.
Yeah, exactly. So basically that was that, it was like she took time to get used to not seeing Adarsh ji, who would call her Rani, and everything that he did in his life, every penny that he made was for her, तुम मेरी रानी हो, what you want, अच्छा ये घर, अच्छा ये ले लो, ये bandstand का घर. Once he showed her and he said that ये picture hit हुई है, we're going to take the house. So I was born in 1974, and Gupt Gyan released and became a hit. And she used to tell me that, see, Lakshmi aa gayi hai, you got the whole bhandar of Lakshmi with you. So then that took me to see that kidhar ghar lena hai. So then she said that mujhe samundar ke samne rehna hai. So he showed her a few places and she said yes, this one. So he booked that house of Devdutt building. Right now it is next to Taj Lands in Bandstand.
Okay.
Yeah. So that whole first floor, she took it, and he bought it for her in her name. So it's like, that is like an example. This is a real thing that I'm saying, that whatever he did, it was for her, on her name, everything. From the businesses to the.
Your father used to love your mother a lot.
A lot. It was love marriage. She had actually.
Yes, it was a love marriage, but then also they really maintained that love.
Of course.
Till the end of.
Yeah, only like when she. It's like those days where there was any dating and all that. वो तो बस पसंद आए तो किसी और से बात करने लगे, that her mother was alive. So he had told a friend, in fact. There was a Sardar, very old friend of his. I think their family is still in Delhi, but I have lost contact with them. And he had approached her mother, कि ऐसा ऐसा लड़का है, बहुत पसंद करता है, डायरेक्टर राइटर है.
शर्म
होती थी,
अब नहीं,
अभी नहीं है.
अब तो डायरेक्टली आके बता देते, okay, we have married.
Yeah, exactly. So basically that episode she used to tell me, and asked to be like, nahi aur batao, aur batao. So I was like, like that, maybe that talking it out, venting it out, being in the nostalgia, remembering him, memories to me. So she, like, when I think that friend went and told her, her mother, like Nani, and the Nani was like, okay, नहीं अच्छा लड़का होना चाहिए, काम काज, घर वर है नहीं है. अच्छा, my mom said that दिखाओ फोटो. तो बोलते नहीं, वो वहीं डायरेक्ट करता है जो आप वहाँ थिएटर में काम कर रहे हो, वो स्टेज पे. She's like, it's नहीं, he is not good looking. क्योंकि वो टाइम पे my mom said धर्मेंद्र, जितेंद्र, all these पंजाब के पुत्तर्स, this गबरू जवान had just come down. They were very new, like young, and they were also into that theater, in the plays and all that. So she was like, nahi, I cannot marry like this, he looks so old, he looks uncle, that kind of thing. वो ज़माने में. She was like very pretty, come from Punjab, एकदम beautiful and एकदम chulbuli types. So then
seeing you, I can imagine her.
And then her mother said, अक्कल की अंधी kind, खूबसूरत नहीं देखना है, because she used to sit there now when the theater play होता था. ये सब खूबसूरत लड़के स्टेज पे हैं.
कि लड़कियों की खूबसूरती देखी जाती है और आदमी की
कमाई और अक्ल. Yes. So her mom said the same thing to her. And so that देखो ये सब खूबसूरत लड़के, देखो कैसे वो लड़कियों के पास जा रहा है, ये है वो है ना, मस्ती करना ये वो. So you need someone who will look after you.
Obviously.
Who will look at you.
Good advice.
Yeah, that she told her, like my mom, okay, you're beautiful, he should look at you, he should not look somewhere else. If he is handsome, he'll look somewhere else. Other girls will attract. So then my mom was like, ro, okay, acha, theek hai, I'll wait. So my father went on a hunger strike. He did not eat. He said, I want the yes from her. He bought the, stubborn hair, all that stuff. So then it went on for a week, and then after that, the mother, like my nani, she explained my mom, and then my mom said, "Acha, theek hai," but she wanted her mom also to live, there. So anyway, like that time, it was a very early, you can say, she was like 16, 17. Yeah,
very
and
small.
Yeah, and
but उस समय इतनी
उम्र में होती थी, yes, and. Yeah, so basically they got married and then they stayed at Lower Parel. That was the time that they stayed in Lower, because my mom had come directly from Firozpur and she stayed at Lower Parel. That Lower Parel ka jo chawl hai and all that main, abhi to they've become big buildings, good houses. So that family that she met, that family was also, you can say, when she got a lot of fame and, she never forgot. She even, brought up those kids in our house in Bandstand, the whole family, the kids, she got those kids married, everything. So all these people that she met during the industry, everyone who was there, everyone has been, that you can say, अच्छा ठीक है, मैं इनको ये, घर दिला देती हूँ, या मैं इनको एक ट्रक का बिजनेस दे देती हूँ, या तो इनको क्या करना है, अच्छा फिल्म में जाना है, अच्छा क्या करना है. So like that it was not like little charity, it was making their life of the whole family. And like that there are 8 to 10 families, and they have become like,
hats off to your mom.
I remember 15 bunk beds in that Bandstand house. And then as time passed, growing up, someone had to go to the school here, someone had to go to that school here. Taran went to Shimla, like everyone. And then when they were growing up, then their parents made, some money, because वो push मिला है, वो pep मिला है कि चलो कुछ करते हैं, हाँ चलो ये base बनाया है. So then they made it. So when they came, of course they had their own houses then, but then सबकी शादियाँ नहीं, हम करेंगे नहीं, किधर है, कौन है लड़का, it was like that. So some of my cousins and all have got married in that Bandstand house. So it was like, it was a jing bang of kids growing up. And with all this, that entire tenure of the 92, 90, 97, after my father passed away, she became lonely, and she had just me. And Taran would go to office, Baran would be, maybe traveling, office, all that stuff. Whatever.
Were you all
Family,
used to
friends,
stay together?
No, we were all together in Bandstand.
Yeah.
It was a joint family. That
It was a joint family.
Yeah, we were
and then
always.
after the marriage?
Yeah, after the marriage, even then, Baran was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, then his marriage, broke, and again, I repeat, I'm the youngest in the family, and in that family atmosphere, okay, I was not supposed to know anything. So basically, maybe it is
This trend is still today.
Yeah, that
Nothing
trend
should
is.
nothing should be told to the youngest one.
Yeah.
It should be kept
Yeah.
close,
Yeah,
secret.
but what if the youngest one was a boy? What if he was a son? Right? You would tell the boy, because the boy is supposed to be, again, the father's side, to take the hierarchy or the name forward, right? So why not a girl? But wo zamana, chalo, I can understand 60s, 70s, 80s. I can understand, okay.
But we still try to protect a girl.
Yeah, but वो protection ठीक है. But अगर if there is
But
something,
yes, you are right over here. We
Yeah.
have to make her strong.
you have
But
to.
we try to protect a girl
Yeah, we
because they
protect.
are very innocent.
Yeah, they're very
They're
fragile,
naive.
very
Naive
emotional.
also, emotional
Also.
and boys can take it.
Absolutely. So basically, that the 90s, when you grow up in that joint family, you know that your parents are looking after everything. You know that your father's there. You know your cousins are there. Your brothers are there. Everyone's there. So as a youngest child, it is like golden spoon fed. You understand?
Understood.
And okay, नहीं ये करने के लिए हाँ ये अंकल है, वो करने के लिए हाँ वो चाचा है. You understand? So not really known to the fact that what is life. Outside that house, outside that family. हाँ चलो आंटी के घर पे गए, अंकल के घर पे गए, चाचा जी के घर पे गए, मामा जी के घर पे गए. Okay, ठीक है. खाना पीना. Okay, बातचीत हुई. Okay, ठीक है. But then what is beyond that? So whatever it was.
Beyond that, always starts after once you stand up on your feet.
Yeah, exactly. So again, that time when 92 my father passed, and again that entire period, it was like a turmoil. Baran's marriage was at stake, and whatever happened, and then at the same
And then
time,
you finally got.
yeah, they got divorced. Yeah, and then
And what about the kids?
the kid was with Baran, that is my nephew, and my mother and me looked after Pranav Adarsh. We
Yeah.
call him Richie at home, and we looked after him for really, like, he was a toddler. So we looked after him for like nearly 2 years.
And you were at.
I was like school, going meeting
what
friends.
age you were?
I was like, you can say 15. Yeah, 15, 16.
Matlab by 15 you lost
Yeah.
your father.
Yeah, no, I think it was 92. Yes, 15, 16.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
okay,
that
fine.
time,
Matlab you were
yes.
too small to
Yeah,
handle such a big trauma.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
16, 17, like that kind of time.
Hmm.
And
And your brother was doing well in the business.
yeah, he was.
So
he was
financially-
handling.
Financially, you people were okay.
Yeah,
Good.
we were okay. He was handling, and you see, when a head of the family goes away, so the wife's husband goes away, she doesn't like asking the son कि खर्चा चाहिए घर का.
Exactly. I
वो
understand.
पति को खुद कुछ भी बोल सकती है.
Exactly.
वो एक आराम से एक बात भी हो सकती है कि नहीं, मिस्टर, she used to call him मिस्टर, ऐसा है. जो से ओके रानी. पर when the betas take over and उन लोग काम कर रहे हैं, उन लोग का टेंशन है, उन लोग का ये टेंशन है, वो टेंशन है, तो अगर माँ के साथ खुल्लम खुल्ला बात नहीं करना है या बात करना है तो कैसे करना है, I don't know. But I have seen that glimpses that she was always upset, she was always sad. And वो कुछ बोलते ना, एक झिझक सा होता है कि चलो नहीं, मैं पूछती हूँ कि ये खर्चा है राशन घर का, फिर ये करना है, फिर ये खर्चा है, like even for her खर्चा. So that became like a big emotional turmoil within herself. Then what is going on in the family? It was not told to her about the divorce. कैसा है, क्यों है, क्या है, मुझे तो आज तक नहीं पता why the divorce happened. Believe me, so many years down the line, because I was not supposed to be told. I was not supposed to be told many things.
Okay, but you were small at that time.
Yeah.
You were not supposed to.
Yeah,
be
but
told.
then-
now you're big.
Yeah, and
You're
then
big enough to handle
and then
things
it
and
is-
everything. But
then-
still, you don't know.
no, I don't know. And 97, then she got sick, and she was just like, I had taken her, and she was complaining of a lot of pain in her chest. So I took her to Holy Family Hospital, and she was diagnosed with some tumors on her breast. So we didn't know it was really cancer or what. So I had told my brother that I've taken her to Holy Family Bandra, and we just did some test and everything. So the doctor said it's better because it will just spread, and we have to do that, the big surgical operation. So I told mom that you want to or what and everything, and then of course even my brothers must have told her, don't do it, we take medicine, kya hai. But wo zamane mein, if you see 97 and what is today, there's a vast difference between medical and pharmacy.
100%.
So we were scared, of course. I said, okay, we asked the doctors, it's going to be successful, everything. So said, yeah, it'll just be a problem for a few months, and then after that, again, then she can start, with the health and everything issues. So blood pressure, she didn't have diabetes, but blood pressure and all that stuff. So the operation went through, and then 97, and then that is July. And after the operation, I was there at the hospital, and throughout, just go home, come back, and then my chachi was there. That is one of my father's brother's wife.
Yeah.
So my chachi, they live in Virar. She was an MLA also in Virar long back, and Nahata again. So even she used to stay, and myself, and whatever, anyone who visitors. So basically, Baran, Taran were also handling office and checking on and everything. Whenever they had time, they would come. I was getting her one Monday home, and she was all right after the operation and everything. And the tests were done and medicines diya tha, and she said, okay, now you're going to go home. And I said, okay. I said, chalo, we have to go home and everything. I came, I was there. Then Chachi just said, okay, wait, we just get some juice, So we gave her the juice. She had the juice. And that's it. Then after the juice, I think something got caught up, and she got like kind of pain, and she couldn't breathe. And then after that, we called the doctors, and then we rushed inside, for that kind of heart attack or something, some kind of stroke. And that's it. I don't know what they took her inside, maybe to, do the entire cardiorespiratory. And I'm like literally worried. I'm like frantic. I'm like shocked. And then I said that what is happening? Please tell me what is happening. And then finally, the doctor comes and says she's no more.